Yo, yo, this music banging. Damn. Hey, hey, hey. So hello everyone, my name is False Guy and welcome to Riddle Me Sweets. This is actually a game made by my friend and one of the developers, Robin. Hold on, let me open it. Yep, Physical Jams, also known as Robin. So they took part in a recipe jam and this is a game they made. According to the developer, it's a dark comedy retelling of Hansel and Gretel, except it's also a riddle-based baking BN. Ah, so that's why I called Riddle Me Sweets. Ooh. Winter winds were as sharp as knives against the skin of the poor woodcutter, heading towards his home in the woods. The small house barely stood, its ashy stones hidden by the white snow. It was no doubt as cold as it was on the inside. A famine had settled over this wretched land. The gods did not favor the people who resided in this era. The woodcutter returned back with less money than yesterday. Ooh. His wife looked at his pouch of money with scorn. Ooh. Oh. I don't know how to pronounce any. Hold on. Yoringel. Yoringel? We cannot live like this, Yoringel. Do not yell. You will wake the children up. His wife scoffed. It's not a mystery that our lives have gotten far worse than before. Have you even realized that Hansel and Gretel have barely been getting less than a meal a day? I've been having to put up with their groans and moans of hunger every time. Oh, else I haven't eaten properly either. We can barely feed ourselves, much less the children. Then, what shall we do? The woodcutter looked down in shame, truly helpless. As his wife looked upon him, she suddenly had a glint in her eye, like she'd found the answer to their solutions. Joringel, this pains me to say, but you must take them to the woods and leave them there. The woodcutter stumbles upon hearing this. But a snowstorm is approaching. They will not survive. Then what about us? How will we survive? The provisions we have left will not feed all four of us. We'll finish it faster with those two around. They will die out there. I cannot do it. Then leave them by the road. A stranger may see two shivering thin children and decide to take them in. Maybe they can feed them. Something we cannot do. The woodcutter freezes upon hearing this. Somber feelings of guilt and understanding his wife's woes mix within him like a witch's cauldron. With a pained voice, he agrees to do so the very next morning. There were only so many days before the snowstorm would arrive. Ooh. A sorrowful morning it was for the two siblings, shivering on the side of the roads. The elder brother, Hansel, had overheard his parents discussing their abandonment. Whoa, the storm's getting loud. Hold on. Okay. Upon hearing this, he'd made a plan of action. Something, including white pebbles. Though upon waking up, he'd realized he made a fatal error. Yeah, the snow is white. Truly, Hansel, you are so incredibly smart. Who else would have made up a plan of leaving a trail of white pebbles in the middle of winter on a snowy trail? I was tired. Tired enough to be an idiot, apparently, and look where we are now. Yup. You're pretty... Yeah, this is a big brain, Hansel. About to freeze to death on the side of this... Gosh, can this really be a road? I can't even see the bricks. Hansel sighed. He looked up on the road and there was nothing but snow. And snow, and a carriage, and more snow. Am I seeing that right? Oh, goodness, we're saved! Yay! They were, in fact, not saved. Great. But instead... Oh, never mind. I apologize for laughing. Gosh, what kind of stain even is this? Years had passed and they had gotten picked up by a woman. It kinda looks like you. She declared herself the two siblings' new mother and took them back to her bakery. I swear to God, Hansel. And just then when the siblings thought they had found paradise, they realized one thing. And what is this cackering? Oh, stepmother. That she truly was the wickedest woman alive. Mother! You were working, I swear! Hansel and Gretel scrubbed the floors harder than before, afraid to be punished. The woman glared upon them. If I return and see that even a speck of dust is to be seen within my establishment and home, I'll have your heads shaved. No, no, please don't. Gretel has really good long hair, you know. As a fellow long hair haver myself. Gretel flinched, feeling her mother's stare burning on her. Hansel looked at his sister's long braids with. Yep, okay. Yeah, see, Hansel. Yeah. It was obviously targeted towards her more rather than him. We'll work hard not to disappoint you, Mother. I expect as much. Regardless, I'll be off to baking now. Disturb me and I'll feed your Pinky to the shepherd's dogs. Has she cut any of your fingers before? I hope not. The woman laughed upon seeing Hansel. Oh no. Clenched his left hand, which was already missing a pinky. Never mind, okay. Hansel's left hand patted Gretel on the back. God has forsaken us, Hansel. He hasn't. How can you say that? I am so sick and tired of that witch. Day and night, she makes us work like dogs and gives us meals worse than horse feed. Gretel, years we've been here, and not once have we even tasted what real sugar is. Food is abundant around us, and yet we're forced to starve in spite of our hunger. Are you not tired too? Hansel grits his teeth. His sister's eyes are met and tears almost escape his own. And just then, when all hope was seemingly lost, a glint of light sparked within the bakery. Hansel fell backwards, taking his sister down with him. Ah! What is wrong with you? The light! Did you see it? The light? Have you gone mad? Are you dying? Okay. Despite their yelling, it seemed that their stepmother could not hear them. A strange phenomenon. Oh, so she was just... She just wanted to hurt them. I mean, yeah, of course. It was clear that she was pretty abusive in the original novel, you know? Pull yourself together! Oh! A large pulse of light swirled into itself. Pink and white melting together like melting sugar with strawberry syrup. Then it slowly dissolved. And if Gretel wasn't going mad, she was seeing a small... mouse? A small white mouse shaked itself. And small pink butterfly wings arose from its back. Oh. Yeah, you people are definitely going mad from starvation. The mouse's wings started to flutter, and it floated nearer and nearer to the pair of siblings. Gretel hid behind her brother, who seemed to have stars in his eye. Oh, okay, yeah. He's gone insane, Gretel. Hansel held his hand out, looking in amazement as a small mouse landed in his palm, its fuzziness nuzzling into its hand. Gretel? I think it's a fairy. It's not trying to harm me either. I think God has finally sent his blessings. Fairy? Gretel glanced over her brother's shoulders. I thought they'd be more human-like. Yep, same, Gretel. I thought they're gonna be a little humanoid. I didn't even realize that the mouse at the start of the main menu was going to be a fairy. Not offend a fairy, they're magical. They can look however they want. Does this mean we can wish for something? Hansel paused for a moment and broke out in a big grin. We could finally be free. You mean we could make her... Gretel shook Hansel's shoulders. Wish it! Wish it now! Hansel nodded vigorously before setting his eyes on the mouse fairy. Dearest fairy, we implore you for our help. We desire freedom for our stepmother. Please set us free. The mouse fairy sat quietly. Perhaps it hadn't understood. Gosh, why'd you talk to it like that? Move! Gretel shoved her brother aside and gently held the mouse fairy in her hands. Fairy, please get rid of our stepmother. This is all we ask for. The little mouse fairy seemed to have understood, as it perked up and moved to launch itself into flight. Oh, so it's like that, huh? Before Hansel and Gretel could say or do anything, the little mouse fairy flew into the kitchen where the stepmother was about to put the day's breads and pastries in to bake. Hansel and Gretel ran after the mouse fairy just in time to see it flying, concerning quickly towards their stepmother. Oh no. The little mouse fairy flew straight into the stepmother's back and caused her to topple into the burning up. Oh. She screams and yells as she's burned along with the baked goods she was carrying. The scene only stopped after the mouse fairy closed the oven door. Oh. Oh, it must smell bad in there. The mouse fairy spots the siblings and flies towards them and looks at them expectantly as if to say, I did such a good job, didn't I? Hansel and Gretel look on at first with shock, and then joy. Unending, pure joy. Gretel hugs her brother tightly and squeals, We're free! Free! The Wicked Witch is dead! I'll never lose another pinky! I will go bald! Okay, yeah. Your brother lost her pinky. His pinky, sorry. You're laughing about possibly not losing your braids. I mean, girl, considering the sacrifice that your brother had to make, losing a braid or two isn't all that bad. You could just you could grow that back in 3 years or so. Your brother won't grow another pinky. You can eat whatever you want. We'll be married to the farmer. The two siblings danced and jumped and yelled. Thus if the world checked back in with them, their dreamlike joy shattering when they heard the door's bell ringing as it swung open. Anyone there? I'm here to buy. The two siblings freeze and then make eye contact. Uh-oh, time to play shop. Oh gosh. Hansel runs towards the door and peeks through it to see the mayor waiting patiently. What do we do? You have to escape before they find Mother's body. You moron! We can't! It's Easter, people are out and about. What if somebody spots us when we escape? We'll be the first suspects. Then what do we do? We have to fill in Mother's role. Yep, right? You have to play shop. It's business. Let's serve whatever she baked and escape tonight. But, Gretel... Huh? The baked goods. Mother was carrying them before she fell into the... Oh gosh, you're right. What do we do? The little mouse fairy, who'd just been eating sugar crystals out of a jar whilst watching the two siblings, perked up. Oh, can you please help us? The mouse fairy squeaked, catching the attention of the siblings. Huh. It flew above a cabinet and pushed a book of it with its tiny hind legs. The book fell with a loud thump onto the floor, flipping open. Gretel cautiously went towards the open book, kneeling down to see what it was and why the little mouse fairy had shown it to them. Hansel went behind Gretel and leaned behind her. What does it say? It's Mother's recipe book. Huh? That's great! We can bake whatever the customers want! Yes, but... Gretel frowned at the book. That wench was paranoid. Hansel tilted his head as Gretel stood up with the book. She wrote all the damn recipes in riddles. At least she kept the basic ingredients like butter, sugar, and flour written properly, though. Riddles? She even made the names different. Rabbit's feet, honeybee. We can't give up yet. Maybe we can get some hints from the customer on what recipe they want. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Sure, yeah. Good idea. I'll ask the mayor what he wants. Sorry for the wait. You better be. Where's your mother? Hansel clenched his hands nervously. Okay, so the mayor's also pricked. Great. Mother went on a trip last night. She won't be back for a while. The mayor raised his eyebrow with suspicion. On Easter? Oh. Yeah, it was an emergency. The mayor seemed keen on asking more, but his eyes flicked to his pocket watch and he sighed defeatedly. I'll have to get back home quickly with the bread, otherwise my wife will get mad. Hansel perked up. What type of bread? Isn't it obvious? Oh no, I just realized Hansel and Gretel originated from I forgot what book it is. The Grimm's Brothers. How could I forget? I literally studied this last year. Grimm's Brothers fairy tales, and it's German, and I don't know how to pronounce German. You'd have to pardon me. Isn't it obvious? Hefezoff. Don't you all have it for Easter too? How would I know? That wench never let us try anything she made. Sorry, I only know the baked goods by taste, and it's my first day working at the register. Could you describe it a bit more? Okay, time to take notes. The mayor looked slightly perturbed, but he eventually sighed. You young'uns need to be taught everything now, don't you? Okay, I'm sorry, we were being abused. Hefezoff is a sweet braided bread eaten most unusually for Easter. Same folks even call it Easter bread. Remember that? Don't go serving them bread with rabbit in it now. Okay, no rabbit. It's braided. I suppose that's enough for you to recognize it? Hansel blinked. Yes, just give me a minute. I'll grab it from the back. Did you hear what he said? Yes. Have a sop. Have a sop. He mentioned it was for Easter. He even told me not to put a rabbit in it by accident. How dumb does he think I am? You are pretty gullible. Wait, rabbit? I figured it out. Gretel flipped through the book with a grin on her face. Scoot over here. Look. She points at the book. You know I'm illiterate, right? Oh, great. Just shut up and look at the book. Alright, alright. You decipher the riddle, I'll do the baking. Okay, so this is the start of the... Okay. Each customer will want different things. The main characters will figure out what recipe it is, but the rest is up to you. Figure out what ingredient the riddles is hiding within. You'll have 3 tries to get the recipe right, so no brute forcing the... Okay, you have to think. Unfortunately, I am all out of brain cells. If you get 3 strikes, it'll be an instant game over. Good luck. I'll definitely need that. Let's bake, Hansel. Let's do this. Okay, so the recipe. Hefesoft, typically eaten for dinner. Easter. Also called rabbit's feet. More fragrance than a noble's perfume, yet necessary for its delicious floral notes. Which came first, the beginning or the end? Don't forget to bloom it for assurance, of course. Select ingredient. Fragrance. What fragrant? Vanilla? That smells good. Oh? Then... the beginning... eggs. And then... bloom, we need... yeast. Yep, yeast. And bake. It's... done? Gretel stood over the loaf Hansel held in his hands. Pretty good, right? Oh, am I correct? Looks just like the ones Mother bakes. Yes! Gretel swallowed. She stared at the soft bread and its crispy exterior. All she and her brother had ever tasted were commoners' hard bread, all stale and practically a weapon. I'll take this out to the mayor then. And by the way, there's extras on the counter. Aww. Gretel's eyes gleamed. Her face broke out in a large grin before she ran towards the counter where the mouse had already been nibbling on a small torn-off piece of bread. Hey, thanks, Hansel. Oh, thank you, Hansel. Anything for my younger sister? Aw. You know, what if maybe they should just stay and keep running the bakery, yeah? And just tell whenever the clients come in and they ask about their mother, they'll be just like, oh yeah, she left the shop to us and she's off to a journey. I don't know when she'll be back home, but what would you like? It's just, you know, they got themselves a living. They could eat, you know? Hansel chirped before heading through the door. Why, that was relatively quick. Well, you were in a rush, right? Thank you. The mayor checked his pocket watch and grinned. Well, I have some time, so why don't I help myself a bit to the bread? Oh. Hansel swallowed nervously, but offered to cut the bread for him all the same. He watched carefully as the mayor tried the bread, not even noticing his sister peering from the back door with the same amount of anxiety. It's just as good as your mother's. Yes! Let's make a living out of this! Who's the baker? That's me. Well, if your mother wouldn't mind it, do consider working for me. Ooh, it'd be good if I didn't have to walk all the way here every time I wanted some quality bread. Ew. Hansel smiled proudly. I'll be off then. Nice. Gretel came out the door. We did it! I can't believe he liked it. Gretel elbowed her brother lightly in the side. You couldn't have done it without who? Hansel laughed before patting Gretel on the head. I couldn't have done it without you. Gretel continued to make more comments about how great and unreplaceable she was until the next customer had arrived. Okay. Gretel stood by the register looking absently into the walls. She almost made a motion to leave to the back of the bakery until she heard the door's bell tinkle. Gretel swished around to see a lanky man entering through the doorway. Welcome to the bakery! Gretel swallowed nervously. Hello? The man's eyes were shut the entire time. His lips pursed together like he'd ate something sour. Gretel was a little unsettled, but he did seem familiar. Though nothing compared to her ego taking hit of being ignored. Oh. Her smile became forced. What would you like to have? The man seemed troubled. At that moment, Gretel noticed some white. A sliver of white and pink swooshed around Gretel before landing in front of Gretel. Gretel turned around to check the door and saw her brother lying on the floor of the kitchen. He lost to a rat? Wait, what were they doing back there? That loser. Gretel looked back forward, afraid that they'd been caught and their whole shtick was over and they'd be hanged and... I wish with it. The man, who still had his eyes and mouth closed, was apparently miming like a clown. Oh. He had not noticed any of the shenanigans happening because his eyes were pressed together like his life depended on it. Gretel felt a tug on her apron. Huh? She looked down to see the mouse sphere in question, holding a piece of paper and pencil in its arms. Ah! Gretel's eyes widened. For the customer? Gretel gently picked up the paper and pencil and handed it to the man. Okay. The man smiled excitedly and managed to write something down before sliding it back to Gretel. How did he write something when he can't see, though? What? Oh, never mind. I have been cursed, Madame Tremaine. And according to the book, the only cure is the sweetest concoction the victim has tasted. For me, it was your Black Forest cake. And you no other baker as swift as you to help me. Please be quick, I'll pay like any other customer. But do be swift. I can feel the ooze of slime squeeze out of my pores as I write. Well, I have no less than an hour before I turn into a toad, so please aid me, Madame Tremaine. Oh! Ah! It's addressed to Mother. Gretel looked up at the man, and as the note said, his skin was shiny, and what looked like sweat at first glance was truly slime. Oh, okay. If this were any normal day, I'd refuse and probably chase him out with a frying pan. But if he catches on to my attitude, he might get suspicious, and why? Let's just play along. Well, you'll do your quest. Please sit down at the nearby table. The customer nodded before slowly making his way to sit down. Alright, let's do our best. Alright. Gretel quickly slapped the mouse fairy, squeaked as it was picked up. Hansel, get off the floor. Hansel looked up from the floor, tired and clearly disheveled. What the hell were they doing back there? What did the customer want this time? Gretel flipped open the book. How about you tell me how you lost to a mouse first? Hansel opened his mouth to talk, and then got up on his feet to answer. You really aren't gonna talk? I don't press you for every detail of your life. You bastard. If that customer wasn't odder than our neighbor's dog, we'd have gotten caught immediately. I'm unsure it was just eating stuff out of my hand that it flew towards the door and dragged me across the floor. How strong is this rat? Stop laughing! Stop it! You lost to a mouse! A mouse! Hansel covered his face in abject shame, unable to defend himself. After Gretel had got enough of laughing, she wiped the tears off her eyes and flipped to the recipe book before finding the recipe required. Wild gâteau! The customer out front wanted Black Forest cake. Wild gâteau must be Riddle speak for Black Forest cake. Hansel thought for a moment, his hair still disheveled from the earlier scuffle. Can you figure out the ingredients? Who do you think I am? Of course I can. Let's bake it then. Alright. Schwarzwälder Start? Wild gâteau. Dark yet deliciously delectable, though ground up it looks like darkened ashes. This is vanilla, I hope. Sweet and slightly tart, like being kissed twice. Strawberries. Cloud-like delicacy, not even the sweetest dreams are so delightfully fluffy. Flour. Bake. What? Oh! Vanilla. Dark yet deliciously delectable, though ground up it looks like darkened ashes. Darkened ashes. That's vanilla. Oh no, sorry, that's, oh god, poppy seed. Yeah, poppy seed. What? Dark yet delicious, like the ground up, it looks like darkened ashes. Darkened ashes. Peanuts? No, that's, wait, there's, oh. Oh. Cocoa powder. I had to use my mouse for this. Oh, oh no! Wait, no! Oh no! I fucked up. I haven't even saved yet. You know what? Fine. Let's run through this. This is not a perfect playthrough. Galil headed out the door with the cake quickly, looking around for the man. But before she knew it, a long, stretchy tongue launched from the shadows at the plate, tearing it away from her hands. The plate shatters on the wooden floor, and all that follows is a croak. Yep, we fucked up this one. I'm so sorry, my guy. The man falls out of the shadows, convulsing. Yeah. Hansel runs out at the noises and grabs a broom in fear and whatever the hell was happening to this man. Oh gosh, oh gosh. What the actual Girl hides behind her brother's shoulder as he held the broom ready to strike. Yeah, though it was in vain as the man's body grew and ballooned, his skin stretching and his eyes becoming bulbous and black. He looked up as if it... one last call for help from the siblings before the curse consumed... yeah. But it was too late. His face was covered in green, patchy skin. When his slimy covering the floor as it oozed from his pores. Yeah, I was so cocky as well. Damn. The siblings stared at him with nothing but fear, and he cried in rage. Oh, his tongue rubber banded out, and before Hansel can block it, the tongue hits him and flings him to the brick wall. No! Hansel groans in pain, his shoulder surely broken. Gretel! Run! Before Gretel can even make it to the door, the toad's tongue wrapped around her neck. Oh, okay, so this is a bad end. They pulled her back swiftly to the toad's mouth, even as Hansel yelled. And swallow. Bad end 2. Happy hour. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do it. Oh no, I haven't saved. Okay, hold on. Oh, we're back to this again, alright. Okay, I can skip, I forgot. Okay, so the first one is vanilla, eggs, and yeast. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Wait! Hold on! Wait. Oh! It changed! Is it because I skipped? Hold on, okay. Oh gosh! I'm done! It's done! Hansel grabs the bread out of the oven quickly in his hurry. Be careful! The little mouse fairy flew around them as well. It pulled on Hansel's shirt in an attempted aid to move Hansel away from the flames. Hansel looked back at the pole, not noticing the roaring fire. Ah! Without realizing he'd burned a bit of his right elbow. Not bad enough to classify as a first-degree burn, but it reddened and hurt as much. Put it in water! I'll take the bread out! Mayor, I have your bread! About time. Oh god. Okay, so in the first run-through, Gretel took out the bread, but it was perfectly cooked. I think this time around it's because I skipped the dialogue that the entire process also got skipped. I don't know. Are you the baker for today? Where's the young man? Oh, he's in the back. He's a little busy. The mayor checks his pocket watch quickly. I've got to run. If I'm any more late, I'll be sleeping on the floor too. You don't have a couch? Here's a coin. Good day. The mayor practically ran out of the door after dropping the money. Gretel stood for a moment before letting out a deep groan. He left? Thank God he did. Gretel straightened up and turned to look at her brother. How's the burn? Oh, not that bad at all. I barely got touched by the fire. At most, so probably a small scar. Alright. Can't believe we got it right, or I think we did. We did! Just have to keep doing it till the day ends. Yeah. I'll keep looking through the back. Stay at the register in case someone else comes by. Okay, so I don't know how this differs. Okay, so let's skip this one. Yep. So, what... Okay. Dark yet deliciously delectable, though ground up it looks like dark and ashes. I think... Yeah, this is cocoa powder. Like, being kissed twice is... Sweet and slightly tart, like being kissed twice. Strawberries, cloud like the legacy. Even the sweetest dreams are so delightfully fluffy. And I think this is cream, right? Oh no, this is the first strike. Let's save actually. Then return. Cloud-like delicacy, not even the sweetest dreams are so delightfully fluffy. So this is flour, right? What? Is it the strawberries? Cherries. What? Okay, yep. Yep, okay. Because Black Forest is chocolate cream. Oh, cherries! Oh, of course. Oh my god, Listen, I don't really eat Black Forest. And then cream, right? Yeah! Finally. Girl headed out the door with the cake quickly, looking around for the man. But before she knew it, a long stretchy tongue launched from the shadows at the plate, tearing it away from her hands. The plate shatters on the wooden floor, and all that can be heard is a gulp. The man falls out of the shadows, convulsing. Hanser runs out, okay, and grin for whatever. Oh gosh, oh gosh. What the actual Uh-huh. Grell hides behind her brother's shoulder as he held a broom ready to strike. The door swung open and he hopped away like the freak of nature he was. Few passerby shrieking as he almost hopped into them. Did he just run away with our money? When will this hellish day end? Yeah. I'm stupid. I'm not really fond of cherries and it did not even click. I forgot. I forgot the Black Forest had cherries in it. I'm so stupid. I thought it was like, I saw red. I remembered red and I thought, was oh yeah, strawberries. So stupid. What was that? I don't know. You check. Hansel opens the door to find Gretel. Come over here. Ah! The siblings dragged aside a woman who'd fallen on the ground outside. Having someone block the door could be suspicious. Yep, good thing we moved her aside. Let's head in now. Oh, it's a winemaker. Wait. Are you seriously just going to leave me out here? Oh. Huh? Depends. Are you a customer? How cruel. I have to pay to be treated like a person? Yeah. We're running a business here, lady, not a charity. Well... You agree with me, right? No, we did help you. We moved you away from the door so you wouldn't get kicked by other customers. That's right. We've been nice enough. What are you, a beggar? We don't have spare cash. Move aside. Excuse me? I'm this town's esteemed winemaker. You should have some respect. I collapsed because of this wretched order that the baker of this bakery placed, and then had the gall to cancel. Oh, do I have to pay for this? Great. Our mother? That's right, your mother. Your mother? That witch had... That witch had kids? She shouldn't have, lady. Well, yes. I can't believe it. She had kids. Before me? And that seems like a good thing. The woman stood up abruptly, walking extremely close to the two siblings. Is there anything on our faces? How about you give us some space? I just simply cannot see the resemblance. Yeah, because she adopted us, lady, and we're not exactly her kids. We were her slaves. Though, the woman stepped back a few feet. My yards are what they used to be. Maybe you two look more like your father. She's married? The lady sighed. I really am starving. We're still open if you need something. And meet that wench? Absolutely not. She's out of town. Out of town? At this time of year? On Easter? What was that wench thinking? Did she even bake today's stock? I did. How about that? My nose is quite sharp. My eyes aren't the greatest, though, if the goods are good. I can smell them out immediately. Oh, this is bad. We can't let her to the shop. What if she smells mother in the oven? Shouldn't she be... Oh no, she's still cooking back there. Oh, great. Well, I apologize, but there's a stench in the shop right now. Hansel, trust me. How come? Are you saying I can't go in? Yes, we burned our morning bacon atrociously. Huh. For breakfast, I presume? But I thought you said you were the baker. How'd you burn something? Well, you know, every once in a while we burn something in our lives. It's not like we can perfectly make every single dish at the same time. Always, you know? Greta realized she needed to help Hansel. I was making breakfast. Hansel got up late and I was hungry. You surely that wench is spawned then. Eh, Uh, Making mistakes like that can hurt your business. Understand, little girl? Little? We understand. Please remain here. I'll be in the kitchen while Greta takes your order. And with that, Hansel ran off inside a bakery while Gretel curses him for leaving her behind. Well, what would you like to have? Hmm. How about some Bienenstickkuchen? Huh? You know, bee sting cake? Is this honeybee? Ah, alright, I see. Well, please wait here. I'll be back with your order. What the hell is that? Hansel, the book, where's... Ow! The mouse fairy apparently thought dropping the desired item of choice on a person's head was a good choice. Don't drop anybody on anyone's head. And, more importantly, don't drop your own head on anything. Damn it, mouse. It's a fairy! Shut up. Gretel picked up the book and almost laughed. What is it now? We've got luck on our side. You mean the fairy on our side? Yeah, whatever. What I'm saying is the book opened in the exact recipe we needed. Honeybee is the name here. Yep, I was right. Honestly, maybe Mother isn't very creative after all. Why? What's the actual name of it? Bee sting cake. Wow, how mysterious. Right, anyways. Let's bake. Milky yet soft, what dreams of flight are surrounded by. Dreams of flight are surrounded by. Cream, right? Mild, sweet taste and a soft crunch treat. Critters love this one. Definitely almonds, right? Fragrant and floral, could I be any more obvious? Vanilla. Yes, got it first try. Oh, goody, you're done. Hurry, I've got to clean up here. You came in? The winemaker stood in front of the shop waiting. Well, it was quite breezy outside. Oh, of course. Thank gosh you finished on time. Well, I've got your cake. Ooh. Oh. The woman's eyes brightened up. Do pack it up then. I'd rather have it in my vineyard. Of course. Whilst putting the cake in a box, Greta realizes that maybe the winemaker smelled something suspicious. Alright, here! Thank you. You better not tell your mother I bought something. She'll never live it down. I couldn't tell her even if I tried. And with that, the winemaker left quickly. Nice. Oh gosh. The mouse fairy lands on Gretel's head, unfortunately hugging her however it could. Aww. Gretel stared at the fairy for a moment. Hasn't even been a day and I've grown so chubby. What? Are you talking to me? Of course not. You look like a malnourished... You're both malnourished. Hey. I'm talking to the mouse. Stop forgetting the fairy at the end. It's so chubby. Gretel was poking the fairy's tummy affectionately. Oh, it's been gorging itself on our sweets, huh? The fairy only squeaked. Perhaps it felt Gretel's affection? Well, if you're not gonna say anything, I guess I won't be making anything for our trip. Huh? Hold on, wait! Gretel places the mouse down on the floor before walking behind Hansel hurriedly as he laughed. Gretel flipped through the book before deciding to chit-chat a bit while she looked through the book for suitable foods for travel. Remember Charming? The prince? I actually met him once. You? He wasn't as charming as his name, though. When I went up to talk to him and maybe romance him. You're not her. You're not the female MC in Romance VNs, Gretel. You're not her. He called me dirty, as in disgusting. Yeah, see? How dare he? I'm the cleanest woman for miles. The other wenches in town think they can throw on some fragrance and hide the truth. How do you know they use fragrance and not soap? Gretel quirked her eyebrow at him. Who do you think sold the fragrance to them in the first place? Oh, they're hustling. You? Hansel covered his mouth in shock as the puzzle pieces fit together in his head. You're the reason why all the women smell like vanilla in this town. Weren't you the one who said a rat ate it all to Mother? Yep. I wasn't wrong. Those women were fighting for a bottle of my Ella fragrance like rats fighting for scraps. Greta giggled. Should have never told you I was selling sugar to the kids in town if they stole from their parents' wallets. You gotta monopolize your sales. How come I had to share mine? Oh, you know what? Since you two are business minded, why won't you just stay and run the shop? Hansel is a good baker. Gretel could decipher the recipe and overtime translate it and just be a good front woman, you know? Oh, this sounds good. Don't go deciding things without me. Oh, come on. You wouldn't know the difference between words and a scribble. I should get to choose. Fine. What is it that you choose? Versatility buns. No idea what they're actually called. Sounds good though, so... What's this? Steamed dumplings. Oh, okay, yeah. They're versatility buns because you could fit like meat, vegetables in there and slice. You could also add in some soup if you make it so. And they could be easily brought around and then cooked anywhere. Addictively nutty and slightly sweet. Versatile in use. Oh, great. Hansel brought out a tray of the buns. Their steaming aroma doing everything it could to completely disgust the siblings. Gosh, that smells disgusting. Is it that your fault? How could you get the recipe wrong thrice? Oh, really? Sorry I'm not perfect. Apparently no one can make mistakes ever. That's not what I... Ooh. Where? A man walked through the door. A man made of wood. His joints made with balls aiding in movement. Is this the Nutcracker? Though he looks strangely familiar. His long pointy nose surely waved away any suspicions of seeing this man before. Who on earth? What are you? You don't even recognize me? Was all my courting so meaningless you can't even recognize my voice? Farmer? The gods have forsaken me. So, where is she? Who on earth are you looking for? And why the hell do you look like that? Your mother! The witch, the wench, and the audacity she had to curse me. So as is my right, I've come to take that wench's head. Oh, the man made of wood gripped the knife in his... Oh, hey, calm down now. That's not our fault, she isn't here. Lies. All lies. I've been waiting out there for an hour, so she's in here. Hiding like the rat she is. She's dead. Hansel, no. What? Hansel? Not another word. We killed her just this morning, so there's no reason for you to be in here. Of course! The day I escape so I can get revenge, I have that stolen from me as well. First my humanity, and now... Oh, Gretel, I think we need to run. If I can't have that wench's head, I'll just take my bride instead. Oh, hey, wait, whoa now. Whoa now! Not a chance! Hansel spots the farmer walking towards Gretel. Gretel, get out of here! Huh? The farmer runs towards Gretel but gets hit with the baking tray in Hansel's hands. Ugh. Though, to little effect. Yeah, he's made out of wood. What do you expect, Hansel? Get over here! Ugh. Oh no! Oh. The farmer stabbed Hansel. Okay, we get it! He quickly twisted the knife in Hansel's abdomen before pulling out the blade and walking towards a more and more frightened Gretel. Hansel could barely hear anything as blood poured out of his wound. Not even the screams of his sister were audible, and the world slowly turned dark for him. Bad at 4, would or won't. Okay, great. Time to load. Addictively nutty and slightly sweet, versatile in you. Oh, addictively poppy seeds. You could make not very edible in its own. Yeah, this is a flour and those are eggs. You stupid. Never mind. I am not being stupid. I'm being dumb. I'm not stupid. I'm dumb. What can you put? What can you put in steamed dumplings? Addictively nutty and peanuts. Peanuts? Poppy seed? Oh no. Oh, it's okay. Hansel brought out a tray of buns. They're steaming, enticing the taste buds of the siblings. Wow. Couldn't have taken any longer, huh? Oh, shut up. You're the one who messed up the recipe set. Is it actually keeping count? Hansel poured vanilla sauce over the buns as instructed in the recipe before getting ready to pack them. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. I'll go check. Of course a customer comes by when we're about to eat for the first time in hours. Hold on, hold on, take this. Hansel slid a plate of buns towards Gretel. Tell them we're out of everything and this is all we have. Oh, good idea. Gretel strides out the door, carrying the plate before seeing the most unusual customer. He seemed familiar. Well, as familiar as a man made of wood with a long pointy nose could get. Though with the advent of toad-cursed men and a mouse with wings, it drastically changed Gretel's view on what to judge. Welcome to the bakery. We're unfortunately out of everything, so... The man nodded, though he looked forlorn. Can I help you? The man shook his head. He glanced back at Gretel's face before dropping some coins and taking the buns. Then, as he was about to leave, if your mother is here, tell her to visit the windmill the next night. Tell her I found out her secret. Huh? The man made of wood swiftly left, leaving only questions behind. A melancholy air filled the bakery. Hansel walked out of the kitchen. He looked to where the fairy had escaped that very morning, realized that, perhaps, this truly was a sign from the gods that they hadn't given up on him, that this was an opportunity to fight for what he wanted. There were losses too as well. Hansel couldn't risk safety for dreams, not after what happened with their parents. Alright, the day is over, Hansel. You can leave now. Aren't you excited? That wench can never hurt us. Never again. Hansel nodded quietly before heading to the back of the bakery. Weird. Huh? Wasn't there a mouse? The siblings' head ached from a migraine. Oh no. Oh, they could probably still leave, or they could stay and run the bakery. What? Mouse? Nothing, let's just get on with it. Gretel helped him loot the bakery of all it had. They packed all the valuables from their mother's room into bags before inevitably running off together, as always. Normal end. Are you sure you didn't forget something? What? Whatever. Hansel just served that thing to him. Are you sure it looks... These two siblings looked down at the bread. Hansel sighed and grabbed the bread before heading out the door. Well, here's your hepsoff. Were you growing the wheat back there? I've been here an hour. The mayor hadn't looked down at the bread, and without looking, he pinched off a piece and threw it in his... Ooh. An hour? What on earth would your mother think? What was that mad woman thinking leaving the store to you when... Hey, you! You behind the door! Gretel peeks out the door carefully before stepping out and forward. Hello? You baked it, didn't you? Well, no, it was... terrible. Utterly terrible. How could you... The mayor froze mid-sentence before... Okay, that's what you get. Oh, what's happening to him? I don't know. You deciphered the ingredients. You baked it. Maybe you got the whole recipe wrong. You're always so confident, and now that you're wrong, you're blaming it on me. How dare you? He died. The mayor collapsed with a large thump, his face swollen and red. Perhaps he'd eaten something he was deathly allergic to. What was he allergic to? Ah! What do we do? We'll have to run. At that moment, the doors were caught. Honey, where on earth have you... Shit. We're dead. Sweetheart! And that Easter day, the two siblings were put to burn on the stake for the murder of the town's mayor. They screamed and yelled for mercy as the town populace surrounded them. And the tale of Hansel and Gretel spread throughout the land. To be wary of a pair of sibling bakers, for they may poison you too. Okay, bad end 1 overreaction. Okay, maybe I could fuck this up. Peanuts, yeast, and strawberries. Okay, there we go. Oh gosh, you're still not done? I'm trying, damn it! Hansel swings open the oven, forgetting about the thing still inside. And with the thud, the burnt corpse falls out. Ah, Hansel! I told you to open the oven carefully, otherwise the body would fall out! Where are we supposed to hide it besides the oven? Can we just chuck it outside? Oh great, of course chuck a burnt corpse outside our dear little establishment in broad daylight. Here she goes again. If you've been blind this whole damn time, you should have known how screwed we'd be. Mother may have been a wench, but she was a wench with roots with all the townsfolk. We'd be on the burning stake if we... What was that? Oh gosh. The siblings turned around in time to see the winemaker at the door of the kitchen. The door was swung open and the lady squinted intensely at them, her eyes glazed as if she was deep in thought. Gretel looks back and realizes the body. I apologize for marching without knocking, but it was just taking so long. Say, is this the smell you two were talking about? It's quite... The lady closes her eyes to differentiate the notes. Revolting. But it isn't quite bacon. She opens her eyes and notices the charred mass behind the two siblings. What's that? Is that the thing you burned? The woman steps forward to take a closer look. Gretel can't breathe. She can't get executed. Not now. Hansel? Hansel, do something. The lady stopped walking. Oh my god. Hansel moved swiftly. Oh, we killed this lady? Grabbing a butcher's knife which had been hanging above. Is this a joke? That perfume, I can smell it. It's so faint. Hansel quietly stood behind the woman and raised his arms. It's coming from that thing. Now let gravity do the rest of the work. Ugh. Hansel's chest heaves as he stares down at his feet. Now we have another body to take care of. Hansel stares at the red at his feet, the handle of the butcher's knife still clenched tight, but the blade sways slightly at his heaving. I'm going to lock the door and close early. Hansel swallows. He hasn't had anything to eat since morning, and neither has Gretel. Click. Oh no, and it'd just be an awful waste, wouldn't it? All that meat would be such a shame. What was that? Say, Gretel. Aren't you just so hungry too? Well, now that you mention it, can't we just eat her to our heart's content? Just this once? We can leave and run as far as the eye can see after. But, Hansel motions downwards with the knife towards the body. Gretel's eyes follows and widens. You've never even had much meat before, have we? Gretel, despite the obvious alarm she should be feeling, she swallowed. Bad end 3. Eat or be eaten. So I can't figure out what the secret ending is. I don't know what I could have possibly missed. I tried fucking up all the recipes and got all the bad ends. And I'm also running low on time. So that was Riddle Me Sweets. It was all created by... Let me just see. So this was all created by Tanix, Fruitical Jams, Gracie, Foxy the Moron, and Zally Stars. This is pretty good for their recipe jam. And I'm actually looking forward to more games. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Actually, that'll be it. Because I don't know when's the next time I'm going to be uploading. I guess I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye!